Saturday. Well, for me. For you guys, it's Wednesday. So happy Wednesday. It's gonna be a pretty chill weekend. There's not much to do this weekend besides a lot of editing. I missed a post this past week because it was hectic. It's been a heck of a past couple of weeks. I had 4 different family members in the hospital within 4 days of each other. So, you know, that was fun. Everybody is okay now, but it was a hectic week of running around. Obviously, I have the most flexible schedule out of most of my family, so running around, checking on everybody, making sure everybody had what they needed, was okay, getting information to family members that are not in the States, just all of it, the whole shebang. So it was a hectic week, so obviously very little time to edit, because by the time I had time to edit, I was just so mentally exhausted, and so I just honestly had like movie days. But now we're back. Life is better. Everybody is great, doing fine. Nobody's in the hospital anymore. I always make the joke that like my grandparents dropped like flies, and it wasn't all my grandparents that were in the hospital, but 2 of them were. And so like we always make the joke that like when one of them drops, I swear, when one of them drops, they all do. Or like, it's never just like one of them at a time. Besides the point though, kind of irrelevant. Just kind of like a little, I guess, dark humor, funny there. But yeah, everybody is a-okay now. We're doing great. And we're getting life back together, which means I'm filming again. So, like I said, we have a super chill weekend. Lots of editing. I've edited my weekend vlog already a little bit, and I kind of liked the weekend vlog, and I feel like it kept me organized. So here we are, weekend vlogs. Today we are gonna go to the library. I've been really on this kick of wanting to read books. Mind you, at this point in my life, I have finished reading 1 book. Literally 1 book in my life, and that was in junior high. So either 6th, 7th, or 8th grade. I can't remember which one. I think it was 6th grade. But other than that, I've never read a book in my life. But I've been on this super big kick of just wanting to read and get into reading. I'm finally gonna kind of feed that kick a little bit. We're gonna go to the library, get a couple of books. Next thing is figuring out flight plans for a trip I have coming up later this month, which I think by the time you guys are watching this video, I'll be on that trip. I'm pretty sure. I think I'm like a couple of weeks ahead because I'm only posting once a week. So that's exciting, but stressful. I gotta figure out those flight plans. My birthday's coming up. I gotta figure out stuff for my birthday. I'm gonna be turning 21 in April. You only turn 21 once, so I think I'm gonna spend it in Chicago and get a hotel in the city and stuff like that. So I gotta figure out that over these next couple of weeks. I probably will put some time into it this week or this weekend because I'm going on a trip, and I'll be on that trip for, it's looking like 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah, like 2 weeks. My dad's calling me.
Hey, I'm coming up. Dad and I are gonna pull up in less than 5 minutes.
Okay, sounds
like
good.
2 minutes.
Okay.
Alright, bye.
Alright, love you, bye. My mom and I are going to the library. So let's go to the library. What was I saying? I think I'm gonna be on the trip for like 2 or 3 weeks. So that will literally bring me to like the week before my birthday, and I don't want to be scrambling that week. I abruptly stopped talking, so I don't really remember the last thing I stopped talking about. We went to the library. Here's our book of choice. I'm gonna read It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, because when I was still in school, one of my friends gave me, I don't remember if it was this one or like the sequel to this book, but it was something, or it was definitely by like the same author. I don't remember, but again, I'm not a reader. I rarely ever read, but because she had just gotten it, she hadn't started reading it yet. So I was like, let me see it. And so I literally just read, like, I had the intention of just reading like the first page, and I think I read like 10 pages of it. So, oh hi Miss Rita. So whether it was this book or not, at least I know that I liked the author and a book that she's written before. So I figured it's a good start. So I haven't actually looked at how many pages long it is. That's usually, I feel like, what scares me. Oh, there's not even page numbers. Oh wait, hang on. Okay, it's 376 pages. So that's not actually that bad. And my goal is to finish this book by the time I go on this trip, if I'm going on it. So that gives me like 10 days to read this book. I think we can do it. Low-key been itching at starting to read this book all day. Now I'm gonna sit down and read some of this because I've got like a half hour to an hour of kind of downtime before my parents and I are going out to dinner tonight with my grandparents. And so I think I'm gonna start reading, see if I can get through at least one chapter. Okay, it's like 20 pages. So we're gonna see if we can get down these 20 pages and start reading, and I'll let you guys know if I like this. I don't know if any of you are gonna be interested in hearing about books, but because I'm on a kick right now with it, I'm gonna talk about it. And then by the time this video goes live, I'll know whether you guys enjoy hearing about books or not. And again, we'll see if I even stick to the whole reading thing. Right now I have a kick of it, but I don't know how long it'll last. So we shall see. If you guys want to hear more about books, let me know. And if you don't want to, then also let me know and I won't talk about them. But I'm gonna go read and figure out why the dogs are barking. Update, I finished chapter 1. This is the book that my friend had that I started reading. So I'm very happy that I grabbed it because it's the right book. So far it's good. Again, I've read this before, so I knew I would like it. Well, I haven't read this before, but I think I finished the whole first chapter when I had read it. And so I think everything that I just read, I'm pretty sure I just reread, but it is the book that my friend had that I loved. So successful book to start with. Finished the first chapter. So far so good. Yeah, I feel like I don't have that much to say about it because I've read it before. But, well, I've read what I've read. I think you get the point. Now in like the next 10 minutes or so, we're gonna leave. So I might start the second chapter and then I'll just read in the car because I'm not gonna drive. But we shall see. I feel like it's such a popular book that it's not like that big of a deal. So I am updating my app here now that I've reading it. I'm 6% done with the book. Look at this. So I have this app. It's called Goodreads. Look at that. 6% done with the book. That's what the first chapter is. That's kind of funny. I was just curious. I feel like that may become something that's I don't do, is like update what pages, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm in my reading era. Okay, I'm gonna go back to reading because I'm really excited to read. And I'm literally just scrolling on my phone. This is why I'm trying to get into reading more.
Happy birthday to you.
Home sweet home, we are back. Happy Sunday. Last night was daylight savings time, so we lost an hour of sleep. I can't say that that really affected me though. I guess technically it did because technically I slept until 9-ish, but that's like 8, like before we switched time, so I'm still on track. I don't know. I don't really understand the whole jumping forward and jumping back time. Today we have another chill day, but I really didn't film much yesterday, so we definitely have more to film. I gotta film more today than I did yesterday if I want this to actually be a video. At the same time though, I could always just film tomorrow or the next day or over the course of the next few days. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. But for now, I need to edit because we have a busy week coming up, and so that means that I'm not gonna have as much time to edit during the week. And I already missed last week, so I don't want to miss another week. The weather is iffy. Like, it's not cold necessarily. It's not necessarily warm either. 38 degrees today. It feels like 30. So that's too cold to go on a walk. It's supposed to get warmer this evening, kind of around like sunset time, so that could work. Maybe this evening we'll go on a walk, but right now it's just too cold for the girls. They will not like it. I would love to have just like an editing day, but that doesn't really work with filming, so that kind of stumps me. I have been filming this one video that y'all won't see until next month. Although I think by the time you guys see this video, it's almost next month. So it'll be within the next couple of videos. I don't know. That depends on if I go on this trip or not. If I go on this trip, then y'all probably won't see the video until like the middle of April. Because I think I'll have, I don't know, I think like 2 to 4 videos or so from this trip if I go on it. And so that might push it back. I don't even know. I probably should do some planning for these videos. But today is Sunday, and Sundays are my cleaning days. I don't think I've filmed, I don't think I've filmed my cleaning Sundays since college, which is crazy. Because Sunday cleaning days are like some of my favorite days. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll get up right now and start cleaning right now. And then after I clean, I'll do some editing. So then I'll take a break from filming and do some editing. But today is the first day that we're gonna have the sun out for like until later. Granted, I'm like kind of a grandma. I go to bed at like 10 o'clock, but I'll still be awake to see the sun stay out later. And then also, oh my gosh. I feel like I have so many things to talk about right now, even though I've been repeating myself for the past like 5 minutes. Okay, let me pull up a calendar. So I might go on a trip at the end of this month, okay? So that's an option. And that would be the end of this month into the beginning of next month. And then at the beginning of next month, I think like on the 8th or 9th or something, is the solar eclipse. And so I know my parents are going down to Southern Illinois that weekend. After the solar eclipse is my birthday weekend, and so I'm gonna be in the city. I'll probably film at least a little bit. After that, there's really nothing until June. There's possibly something, and so June will possibly bring in a couple of videos, and then July, I'm thinking of possibly going to Hawaii in July. It's all over the place, but that's a thought, is going to Hawaii in July. And then August is the annual camping trip we go on every single year. I think I've filmed like 3 or 4 years of it now. So we'll have that in August. I'll do that again. And I won't be doing daily videos this time, so that will make those videos way better. After that is where it gets a little foggy. I might be moving after that. If I don't move, then I might be starting a new journey. So those are my things there. And then obviously once November and December hit, it's kind of like holidays crazy, but what that will look like will depend on kind of what happens and what life looks like after August, after that camping trip. That's kind of everything I have planned out right now. So it's really just like May is kind of the dry month. So maybe I'll do something in May. Maybe I'll go, okay, I might do something in May. Then I just have, other than that, I have filming, because I have 2 big videos that I would like to put out this year. And one would be in October, and the next would be in December. And so there's just a lot of filming and editing and planning that will have to go into those. But that's stuff that I'm already working on. I'm already working on the one from December. The one in October, I haven't planned anything yet. Also, I never showed you guys these 2 things that I've got. So I went to the store and I got 2 different pictures. So here's one of them. This one's really glary, but it says there are so many beautiful reasons to be happy. And so these are gonna go, I think like, kind of like this, somewhere on this wall. It's gonna be like above my desk. I actually ended up cleaning my parents' bathroom as well, just because I figured why not. So I cleaned it as much as I could. Not gonna lie, I kind of laid in bed and took a nap. I was just exhausted. I thought that the hour difference didn't affect me, but I guess maybe it did. And the dogs actually napped with me. And so that's never good. Whenever they lay with me, it's so hard to stop laying down because I feel so bad disrupting them being so comfy. If you're new here, this is Roxy and that one's Rita. This is Roxy and this is Rita. They're named after a margarita on the rocks because their Gachi Day is Cinco de Mayo. We've had them for almost a year now. The two dogs are my parents. They are not mine, as much as I wish they were mine. And I told my parents that, like, not that I want them to die, but if they were to, I want the dogs. Like, I claim them in the will. I figured I'd show you how spoiled they are. If you haven't seen it in past videos, I have an entire bed that's theirs. That sits on my bed. Goes right in that bottom corner. They honestly, well, they lay in it a lot, but if they sleep with me, they never do. They never sleep in there. It gets moved around a little bit because sometimes I like to sit here and we like to film. Right now they only have 2 toys in here, but if they ever sleep with me, I grab like 5 of their toys and I put them on the other side of the bed. So that way if they wake up, they can play with toys versus waking me up, which isn't very common. Usually they wake me up anyways. But every once in a while, they will play with their toys and be distracted for a little bit so I can sleep a little bit longer. I've also tended to open up my bedroom window so that they can stand here and look out the window as much as they want. They're really spoiled, in my room especially. They're spoiled in the entire household.